I'm Shelby Reynolds from the Naples Daily News. We are here this morning at the Naples Botanical Garden with Andrea Grace, who is the Adult Education Manager here, and she's here to tell us about how to make kokedama, which I hear is all the rage right now. So talk about what it is and what you do here.
Absolutely. What I do here at the garden, I'm in charge of adult education, so that means lots of things. We have our lifelong learning programs for the community and topics ranging from art, garden and horticulture, health and wellness, and nature and birding. So this is one of our art classes that I'm going to show you how to make your own kokedama. And kokedama is literally a moss ball in Japanese. It was a Japanese tradition. It started in the 1600s, and it's called the poor man's bonsai. This is an example of what our finished product is going to look like. Your moss is literally the pot for your plant.
Great.
So I'm going to help Shelby here make her own kokedama. What you're going to need is you're going to need sheet moss. There's lots of different types of moss, so you want one that's a sheet so that it stays together and it can make a nice pot for you. You're going to want a soil mixture of potting soil, 2 parts potting soil, 1 part peat moss, and 1 part bonsai mix. The bonsai mix just helps kind of with the texture of the soil mixture. You're going to want some sphagnum moss, and you're going to want that to be a little bit moist before you start. You are going to want some string to tie up your moss ball. You're going to need some scissors, a little watering can, and a plant. All right, so we're going to start.
Okay.
First, you want to pick your plant, and to pick your plant, you want to just know where you're going to keep it. If you're going to keep it indoors in low light, you want a plant that's low light. If you're going to keep it outside in direct light, you're going to want something that's suitable for direct light.
Okay.
So you're going to take your plant, and you want to, I'm going to do this part so you don't
Okay.
get dirty. You're going to want to get as much of the loose dirt off of the root ball of the plant. So I'm going to show you, I've already done that with a couple examples. You want to get them really bare and roots on there, as much as you can without damaging the plant.
Okay.
And then you're going to take your wet sphagnum moss and you're going to wrap it around that the root ball. And you're going to tie it with a little bit of string. This just gives it another layer of organic matter to make it stay for a really long time.
Okay.
So after you get your wrapped up sphagnum moss root ball, you're going to get your soil wet. And you want there to be enough water that it sticks together, but not too much water that it's a soupy mess. So I'm going to actually put this over here. And you want to get it into like a ball. So you're going to squeeze it, kind of get that excess water out. Okay. And then once you get your ball ready, you're going to actually break it in half. So you really wanted to get the texture right for the soil. And then you're going to squish that ball around your root mass. So this looks very nice.
Looks like a little pineapple.
Yeah, it really does. It's adorable. And then you take your moss and you want to kind of lay it down on the table, and you can kind of patch it up if it's not big enough to cover your whole entire ball. You can kind of just patch pieces together. It's going to be just fine. And then you set this in the middle and you kind of wrap it up like you would a present. So you wrap up the sides, wrap up this side, wrap up this side. We picked the perfect piece because it's covering all of our soil ball. So this looks really, really nice. All the soil is covered. The moss looks nice and even and looks really good. A really good place to keep them is somewhere where you're going to see them often, and then also somewhere where it's by water. So they're really adorable, in bathrooms, hanging by your kitchen, places like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we started with 1 string around, and then this is a really fun part. You can get crazy with it, make a pattern. You can, just do it very simple. I'm going to kind of make mine sort of like a pizza on the bottom. So I'm going to do kind of like, you can think of it as a slice of pizza, just because then your whole ball is going to be kind of contained together in a uniform way. So I'm going to crisscross it once around it, and you want to pull it tight enough that it stays together. You're going to feel like it's too tight, but you're not going to hurt the plant. So So just make sure you want to get it tight enough. So I did it twice around that side. And then I'm going to do another crisscross and tie it up here.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh.
It's really cute and adorable and not hard to make once you get it the technique down.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, Andrea, and thanks for joining us. Be sure to find this story in print on Saturday and find it online at naplesnews.com.